Due to the fact I use Windows 8, no desktop capture software has been working for me, so there won't be any desktop captures of the software menu. Please bear with me and just listen to the review. I fully believe that the Roxio game capture is simply a very rare case of a successful attempt at cashing on a business that has become relevant thanks to the internet. The reason I say this is a rare case is because most cash-ins either do poorly or they simply suck, and with the reputation of buggy products and overly expensive alternatives to programs you can find on any Windows OS, Roxio was a name I was very displeased to see entering into the game capture business. But on the flip side, you have to think that Roxio just simply can't screw up capture cards, because where other Roxio softwares are about as simple as Windows default softwares, a capture card is meant to be simple. All you need to do is capture game footage and render it with any video editor. And in that sense, the Roxio game capture serves its purpose, and it's a good device for first-time YouTubers or anyone who simply still plays on a component SD or component HD display. I mean that quite literally. This is a capture card that's not meant for 16:9 captures, although it does give you the option. This is a capture card meant for 4:3 captures. This capture card produces video that looks significantly better in a 4:3 resolution. In saying that it looks better in a 4:3 resolution, it looks blurry and almost unjust for native widescreen captures. This means that the footage captured will be considerably more blurry than one might think, and it will need to be upconverted with a video editor such as Sony Vegas Pro, which adds at least $200 to the price. And in saying that this capture card is meant for 4:3 captures, you'll notice all the little quality bugs in the 16:9 captures. For example, if there's text on the screen from a HUD in a game, you'll notice pixelated discoloration surrounding the font. Or you'll notice how if you capture footage but you don't render it, the bitrate will be all over the place, almost static. Again, there are solutions to fix these bugs by using Sony Vegas Pro 12, but let's just assume that the beginning YouTuber can't pay for the software, or she's too afraid to get it for free because they want to keep an air quotes clean reputation. That person will automatically notice blur when rendering at an HD resolution with Windows Movie Maker. And if you can't get SVP 12, it's absolutely mandatory that you use Windows because it's a system requirement. Mac simply just isn't for this capture card, but even with the resolution upconverted to HD, you'll still see blur even when watching it windowed. This shows that this isn't a capture card for those trying to upload HD content, and I don't see the reason why any YouTuber wants to buy this for HD footage when there's a Roxio GameCap HD that costs $40 more. So again, think. However, I do think it's awesome that with the right settings you can upconvert the footage to meet your minimal satisfaction. Lulz. So let's get down to the technical side of things. This capture card records in 720 by 480p, but this seems like a blurrier version of 480p when watched over, almost interlaced, which 480p in itself isn't an HD resolution. But if you were to watch a video recorded in 480p with Windows Media Player windowed, you would notice the sharpness of the window quality because it simply just takes up pixels off your high-resolution monitor. If you watched an unrendered piece of captured footage from Roxio's device windowed, you would still see blur. But if you don't mind that, you will mind this. I don't know if I'm the only one with this problem, but the game I see in the capture window looks more zoomed out than the game I see on my television. This results in my safe area in games like Battlefield or Call of Duty to get messed up during capture. And speaking of televisions, you will need a component television, otherwise the colors will look burnt in and it's just awful. Plugging this into your television isn't a hassle either. The capture card is relatively small and easy to set up, and the software doesn't take long to install, but please update it, otherwise you'll get so many bugs. The software packed in with this device, of course, is the capture software and the obligatory video editor, which is even worse than Windows Movie Maker, and I wasn't sure how that was even possible until seeing this video editor. Just don't use it. Use another video editor. It's not even worth my time reviewing it. This video editor is basic. You drag clips in and you render it. You can upload to YouTube from there, but any professional video editor or any YouTuber with plenty of subscribers probably won't be using this software at all. I know I won't. In the capture software, you can select what video formats you want to capture in: DivX, WMV, or AVI. I recommend WMV for two reasons. Number one, because it takes the least hard drive space, and number two, because rendering the completed video in a WMV format increases the bitrate and the sharpness, and it retains a very high quality when watching it windowed. But if you don't use Sony Vegas Pro, you'll notice that it's letterboxed vertically, so you will need to capture an AVI or DivX if you plan to use Windows Movie Maker. After capturing the footage, it will appear in a toolbar located at the bottom of the screen. These are just shortcuts to go to the video editor. I should warn you that there is a sound glitch with Roxio that will cause a blowout effect in the audio for the first second of recording, so if you're doing a walkthrough or a let's play, then try to record before even selecting the game on your UI or while on a loading screen, and cut that part out in editing. So now that I've told you the benefits and the shortcomings of this capture device, now I have to follow this unwritten rule that all capture card reviews must have the obligatory quality tests. First, I'll show you a set of unedited Roxio footage, then I'll show you the better quality clips that were upconverted with Sony Vegas Pro 12. First will be the 4x3 clips, and then the 16x9 clips. Judge for yourself.
We're taking the lead. I think they want to play, got it? Stop! Oh shit! They're tearing up the lab. Years of research gone. My chute's gone! My damn chute is gone! I've got no main, no reserve.
Keep it together, kid. You're over water. Your suit should absorb the impact. Nomad, what's your status?
I'm okay, But my HUD's scrambled. What the hell was that?
I don't know, but you missed the LZ. Make your way to the beach.
On my way.
Did anyone hit the LZ?
Team deathmatch. Remember, speed and aggression, gentlemen. We've pulled forward.
We are live at the big Arkham fight. Batman, have you got what it takes? Hey, Dax, go easy on him. For me. Oh, hell, what do I care? Do your work!
Chester, take care of his equipment and cover our tracks. Nomad, move out to the LZ.
Got it, boss.
I'm on it, Prophet.
Hold on, I'm seeing movement ahead. Switch to cloak mode.
Engage.
PA patrol. Deal with them. Nice and quiet.
What the hell was that?
Okay, buddy?
Now, the verdict. This capture card is very good for the price, and it's easy to set up due to its size. This capture card records at 480p, which can be up-converted, and that's nice, but that's also an issue. To retain sharp quality, it has to be up-converted, and that requires a video editor that people either don't want to or simply can't purchase, or maybe people don't want to crack them. This is also only available for Windows and not for Mac. It records at 480p. I would rate this a very well-deserved 2.5 out of 5. This receives half the score because this capture card has an equal amount of benefits and an equal amount of cons to it. This is not a recommendable capture card, especially since we're moving towards the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. These are both HDMI-only systems with the minimum resolution being 720p from what I've heard. Get an HDMI capture card. It'll be HD and you'll have something for both sets of consoles. And to those complaining that they still use a fat boy SD TV, if you really need them, then purchase HDMI to component cables and get an HD PVR if you need it that badly. This capture card at this point is not worth getting, especially when there are other capture cards like Elgato or the Hauppauge that are better and substantially cheaper. But on the flip side, this is a cheap capture card and it can produce high quality if you find the right settings. This is a good beginner capture card because it is again cheap, and if you get big enough on YouTube that you feel you need to step up the quality, then go ahead. This capture card is a decent product. And Roxio did an excellent job this time around of not making a cheap cash-in result like the typical cheap cash-in. But in the end, it's up to you, because quality can help largely in the creation of a fan base. The choice is yours. This capture card isn't worth buying. Well, maybe it is. Your call.